I'm always ready for some hijacking.
I want low jacking. I want low jack.
Can I get high?
How about a medium? A nice medium jack?
I just want some low stakes hijacking.
Is hijacking when you get high and go to Jack in the Box?
Or is hijacking when you get high and jerk off?
Yes. Wait, is hijacking when you get high, then go to Jack in the Box and jack off?
Are you jacking off in the line of Jack in the Box?
Or is hijacking when you eat an edible, get high, and then are forced to watch Jack and the Giant Slayer?
Jesus.
Hi, welcome to Jabbermouths. I'm Barrett.
That was a good segue.
Thank
That was
you.
a good opening.
Thank
that was
you.
a good opening. I am JD.
I am Plastic Bean Stalk Ethan.
Plastic Bean Stalk Ethan.
That's what they were.
Yeah.
They were shiny as fuck.
Christ, oh God.
This week, I
Did you
made...
introduce yourself?
Yeah, he said,
Yeah.
hi, I'm
I
Barrett.
killed it. I killed it, man. I was like the
Okay.
gold medal of openings.
Oh,
Killed
okay.
it so hard I forgot.
Hold you... Easy. All right. I gotta keep your fucking ego in check. This movie...
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jack the Giant Slayer came out in 2013. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
2013. Picture this. You're in a giant production meeting with a bunch of big wig producers, and one goes, all right, here's what we're going to do. Star-studded casts, and we're going to take a kid's fairy tale and make it an action thriller. Guys, I need ideas. What are we doing?
Whoa, we have Snow White and the Huntsman. Okay, awesome. We'll give you a sequel. Call it The Huntsman. You got
please.
it.
Bring it in. Bring it in. What about the Disney's Malevolent or Maleficent? Why don't we make that something more dark and broody and scary?
I see you. I see you.
I see you.
Here's your money.
Maybe we can get Angelina Jolie on there. It'll be great.
Hey guys,
Yeah. What's up?
what about Jack and the Beanstalk?
Jack and the Beanstalk. All right, I kind of see where you're going. Can I get a little bit more? Give me a little more. What are they gonna do? What's gonna make it crazy and action?
We follow Jack,
Yeah.
who's kind of this like kid who grew up in fantasies, and he has
I'm listening. Yeah.
He has this parallel with the princess. Okay, you following?
Oh, we're bringing in royalty into this.
royalty.
Now.
Go on, go on.
We're
Okay.
adding- there's gonna be a little romantic thing in there.
We're milking this teat. I like where this is
All
going.
right, please continue.
And then the Skittles are making it really hard to talk.
You can do this. I believe you. Keep the bit going.
And then Jack somehow ends up with a bunch of seeds, and one falls into the ground.
All right, this is the prayer.
This is literally just the fairy tale. Go on.
Give me the action. Give me the meat.
But
Give me the meat and potatoes.
the princess is sick of being a princess. So
Fighting gender norms. I love
Whoa,
this. This is great.
whoa. This
So-
is something else.
All right, please keep going. You got some spark. Give me
she
the fire.
runs away
Okay.
and ends up at Jack's house.
Okay, do they fuck?
Not then and there.
We gotta keep it
you
PG-13. Remember, we gotta know the audience. We gotta.
PG-13 movies can have sex scenes, right?
No.
I mean, they can, but actually, now that I think about it, if we go back, actually, I think about like all the recent like PG-13 movies.
No,
they don't really.
I feel like PG-13 movies in like the early 2000s
I
had
think it
sex scenes
depends-
more often than nowadays.
Here's what I think it depends on the
I love
content.
the idea of this conversation.
No, we're still in the boardroom.
Yeah, exactly.
We're still in the
We're still in the
boardroom.
boardroom, but I think it's the conversation. Because I think if it's more of an action-oriented PG-13, we just don't care. Like there could be implied, but at the end of the day, like we've never watched
anyway,
a Marvel movie and been like, I want to see fucking.
But even if there is, we're gonna tease them. We're just gonna let them. We're just gonna introduce the romance here, right? We're not gonna actually do anything with it yet.
Yeah.
And let me ask you: will the romance be so lazy that they're such generic archetypes that the audience will literally roll their eyes when they meet?
Yes.
Awesome. That's
All right,
exactly
this is the
what I
right
want
way to go.
Yeah.
Please give me another
Okay,
one.
so-
Johnny, get the cocaine. We're gonna rock this.
Jesus.
Keep going.
So the bean falls out of Jack's fucking pocket, right?
Beautiful.
And goes into a little tiny hole in the ground.
Okay.
And gets water spilled on it.
Okay.
And it grows. And it turns
Jack
out...
and the Beanstalk, yeah.
and when it grows, it takes the house up with it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
But the princess is in the house, and Jack's not.
That's amazing.
All right, I'm digging. Okay, so we get up there. What about the giant? Is there one giant? Are we doing a bunch of giants? Give me this action.
There's a fucking horde of giants.
All right.
Now, let me ask you.
Are we gonna give them? Go ahead.
Will we give the audience what they want? That is giantess insertion porn. Will there be female giants?
We get them. Big...
No.
Whoa!
We subverted gender roles
Hold on.
enough with the princess.
Hold on.
You're telling me I can't get my giantess insertion fix?
You know what? The world's not ready. In 2013, the world's not ready for big titty giant GFs. All right.
I want to punch the table, but I know it's gonna fuck up the mic. So just imagine. They're always gonna be ready, damn it. We have to give it to them. They don't know they're ready for it.
Oh, great. The cocaine's finally here.
So-
Please continue. Hit me with it. Okay, so we're in the Giants now. What's up?
Right. Well, so first, we have to get fucking...
Oh,
what's
that's a
his
good
face?
line.
Fucking Steve Carroll. Not Steve Carroll. What's his name?
Oh, we're putting Steve Carell in this shit?
No. We're not... knock off Steve Carroll. What's his name? Like...
Who are you? I don't know who you're
Literally, who are
talking
you talking
the
about?
Count who becomes the king of the Giants.
Stanley Tucci.
Thank you.
From
Knock
former...
off Steve Carell.
I'm sorry.
What world do you live in?
Stanley Tucci and Steve Carell.
I'm
Can I
high
get a
on
movie where
cocaine,
they're
okay?
twins? Can we put that? We're putting a pin in that movie. Stanley Tucci and
We'll
Steve
call
Carell
it
are twins.
Step Brothers 2. Put a pin in that. Put a pin in that
Electric
shit.
Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Okay, so... They send an expedition
Yeah.
to find the princess. Like, the royal family
Got it.
needs to find the princess.
Let me ask you, how much effort are we actually going to put into the costuming of these knights? Will it actually look like armor or like plaster?
No, it's the Halloween store.
Oh, beautiful,
Yep.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Save
I'm
money.
thinking a lot of money. We got to get a really famous person to make this Halloween store thing look, man. Somebody call and see if Ewan McGregor's available.
Also, Ian McShane is the king.
Yes, him too, please.
Okay, so
Hey, is Beast from X-Men First Class available as the main character? Someone get him on the phone. I don't care that he's more popular than this. Get him the fuck on the phone.
okay, so we've got our cast. They go and find the Giants. Then a bunch of shit happens that nobody cares about.
Okay. We got to fill it with
Filler,
something.
but
All
I
right,
understand.
let's
Yeah,
fill
we'll
this with
figure it
filler.
out. We'll figure it out on set.
Right.
Figure it out on set.
The
just
Giants
write it.
come
We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post.
we get this moment
Fix
where
the
like
story in post.
We'll fix the story in post. They can do it.
everything is perfect. Like the Giants are fucked, and like fucking Princess and Jack are falling in love in the laziest way possible.
And
Okay.
at this point, we're an hour and a half into the
Awesome.
movie.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. Only 30 minutes left.
We only have 30
Okay.
minutes left of the film.
But then the giant finds a bean.
What?
He finds a bean on his plane?
Yeah.
You're blowing
Yeah.
my mind right now.
So-
Keep it going. Keep it
so
going.
he throws.
Oh, that's so good.
throws the bean off the plane of existence, and it lands. Get this in a river.
And
then it
And it
grows.
grows. And the
Oh.
Giants get to come down. No one was expecting the Giants
And
to
the
actually
giants
get to
come down, and there's this giant battle scene where they fight over the fucking drawbridge of the castle.
Dude, you're blowing my mind right here. Do they win? Do the Giants get
Is
to
it
win?
the most generic castle I've ever seen in my
Yes.
life? In fact, do they even use one of those same rooms for the future series, The Witcher?
Yes.
Are we gonna get some sort of like out of the box ending where the Giants actually win, or even there's some sort of peace between the Giants and the
No.
Dude, I'm loving this. Please
No.
continue.
No, you see, even though the princess is subverting gender roles, she can't be in charge.
Of course
Got
not.
it.
It's 2013. Having
Yeah.
a woman in charge?
Never,
So-
never. She
Gross.
can't really be
So,
the main character. Remember, we got
instead-
Beast on the phone in there in the other room. All right.
Right. So instead, it turns out that Jack is actually royalty. Okay, you following?
Yes, of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
He's a man.
And
obviously.
So he
he
must be in
commands the giants at the end, and that's how they end
Well,
the film.
giants aren't going to listen to a woman, yeah.
Yeah. Why would Giants ever listen to it? They don't even have women in their tribe. Why would they
Right.
even listen to them?
Exactly. Well, I think that
this
was
is a
another
hit.
great. And now for our next order of business, intervention. Stop with all the cocaine. You're the only one who does it. You always bring it to work. It's very unprofessional.
Look.
Stop it.
Hey.
We're a weed-only
How are we gonna
production
be?
company.
How are we gonna be those cocaine-fueled producers? If one of us, at least one
They
of us,
quite
isn't
literally
cocaine-fueled.
died in the 80s from cocaine. It killed them.
Hey, don't you talk about my dad like that, all right? He brought us Gremlins 2, okay? That masterpiece of a movie.
Yeah, and
How
you're riding
dare
out the
you.
coattails of Gremlins too. You ain't shit in here.
Fuck you, Tony. You
What,
want to
you
go?
trying to-
You want to go
guys,
outside
guys,
right now?
Oh,
I will.
Mr. I
hit
made
you.
Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas. I don't want to hear shit from you.
Yeah, Flintstones and Viva Rock Vegas. I still got the fucking novelty
guys, I have
club.
an
I will
idea.
go get it and beat you.
I want
I
to
have
fucking
an
see you
idea.
try.
Let's
I
go.
have an idea.
What?
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, but with porn.
Oh my God! Get George R.R. Martin on the phone.
Wait, hold
Get
on,
him on the
what's the-
phone.
You know, this is
anyway, this bit
this
where-
is a very hard movie to talk about. This is the best way we could do it because of how
This is as good as it's gonna
mind-numbingly
get.
boring
That
this
may be
film
one of the
is.
greatest bits we've
I
done.
can't believe we kept that bit going for as long as we
9
did.
minutes almost.
That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Because that's as fun as it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for some reason, we're out of the bit now. We're out of the boardroom, and I'm not on cocaine
Did you
anymore.
just slam your...
I just slammed my tooth into my straw, my reusable cup.
We were doing cocaine a second ago, and now your biggest problem is that you hit your tooth with a straw.
I set the story. Like,
You sniffed too. You leaned in
did
front of this
sniff.
mic, and you fake did a bump with me.
that's true, but the difference is you were asking for more and doing more.
Well, I was keeping the aesthetic of the bit.
You're
Anyway.
ruining Hollywood for the rest
It's-
of us.
it's-
You're gonna
it's-
get us Me Too'd one day.
You are the people who say entry-level jobs need 5 years of experience.
Oh, we'll have
We
to talk
talked
to you about that
this.
later. We'll have
We
to
talked about. No, let's just get it out of the
talk
way
about.
now.
So I actually learned on a thread about that on Reddit. It was actually a recruiter and HR person said in the comments, entry level is specified by the employer. That is what they seek for entry level to their company.
Right, what they for the position that they're hiring for, they expect entry level means they expect that to
This is
enter
our
our
bar.
company,
It's
this is
personal
what you
to
should
them.
have.
So technically, they are not at fault.
It's stupid, I get it,
Yeah.
but it makes sense.
They also brought up in the thread that no, they actually need to bring up like, recent grad work of like, hey, brand spanking new, and that's where the water gets muddled because some companies use entry level as like, hey, yeah, we definitely want like brand new people, but then others actually use it as, no, this is just like truly like this is how you get into the
right,
company.
these are qualifications to
Yeah.
enter our company.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. So now
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
dumb. It's
Yeah.
totally dumb, and job boards, I think, are the issue as
Yeah.
the middleman because they don't
Absolutely.
distinct that very well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now you know.
You see the stool that I'm have my legs on?
Yeah.
This is gonna go through the window of one of those companies, and I'll say, "Great, that stool is now entry level. Are you gonna hire it?"
No, I get it. I
gonna
get,
hire
I get
it?
where you're
I'm gonna
coming from.
staple. I'm gonna staple a resume to this stool.
Has it been a stool for at least 5 years professionally?
Yes.
Okay, then I guess
Has,
yeah,
it,
it's hard.
has it had at least one famous person's ass cheeks on it?
No.
That it's not part of my company. I don't know what to tell you.
Jesus.
I don't know what to tell
That's
you.
such bullshit.
No,
by the
I
way.
It's
agree.
true.
Bullskit. Can I get a bullskit, please?
I mean, we can try, but it's going to be a lot of sound effects.
that I'm not gonna do that. I'm not up for that work for this movie.
The sketch idea is that
Don't
I'm
do this. Don't. Hey guys, JD here editing the podcast, and this bit is a little too spicy even by our standards. So we're going to go ahead and cut that out and bring you right back in right about.
You're saying
We're
you
back.
cut my skit.
I cut your skit before it even happened.
Yo, it was
'Cause I thought
very
it'd be
offensive.
funny.
Now that after I've already said it, that's very good that we actually probably should cut that.
Yeah,
It was-
you-
Yep, no one
said
ever gets
something
no one else say
you're not
another
allowed
word
to.
about the skit. It's been cut. No one hearing this gets to know what we talked
but I'll
about.
give you a hint: anal prolapse.
You know what?
So this movie though, can we get back
wait,
on
wait,
topic?
wait. Listing a job as I'm stuck on this. Listing
Really?
a job as entry level.
Does not really mean entry
no.
period.
No. That's like
It doesn't
building.
mean
that-
begin.
no.
Yeah,
That's like building a Lego set. Okay, you got me?
yeah,
I mean, I am understanding
Right.
the words.
yeah.
You're building a Lego set, and
Mm-hmm.
you put easy on the box.
Okay.
And then in quotation marks, you say, must have completed all Lego sets in existence, period, for it to be easy.
I don't know if I agree with that statement.
But all you're doing is listing it as entry level.
Right, but see, like I said, it's not the disconnect. The disconnect is between the job boards
No.
and the company.
No, the company is still at fault.
I don't think so.
I think the company is still at fault.
Hey guys, JD again. Ethan and I get a little bit heated during this conversation. It's not really exciting. Just know that entry-level jobs aren't really entry-level jobs, and that's really fucking stupid. All right, PSA done. Back to the show. This might come back right here. But we're
Back
done
to-
talking about it.
Jack and the Slayers.
To
It's
go on
bad.
the movie, it's ridiculous that a lot of these companies thought that it was okay to try to generate all this publicity by taking these old folk stories and just like mutilating them
Oh, yeah.
with what they think is
Because like I
popular
said, yeah, we had like the Snow
and
White
turning that
one.
into a movie. It doesn't. I
Then
hate
we
it.
had the Robin Hood one. Then we also
Well,
had
It's just a cash grab.
It's a total cash grab. They're trying.
we had the
it's,
King
it's
Arthur
a,
one where they tried to make like the whole Knights of the Round Table thing and it fucking shit the
Apparently,
bed after the first film.
that movie, like the boy who pulled the sword or whatnot. There's some King
Boy
Arthur.
in the sword?
Yeah, apparently it's quite good.
I mean, the sword in the stone, not the boy in
the
the
sword
sword.
of the. Are you talking about the old ass one?
No, recent. They did a recent King Arthur remake.
They did a King
Oh,
Arthur.
you know what? Oh,
King
yeah, it
Arthur.
had the dude from Vikings in it, didn't it?
No, it wasn't Vikings guy. No, it was
you
Pacific Rim guy.
Oh, you might be right.
Yeah,
I could be
yeah,
totally wrong
Pacific
about
Rim
that.
guy.
All I remember is when they had the hell is his name? The dude from Kingsman was new Robin Hood.
Yeah, it was new. Yeah,
Wait.
And they had Jamie Foxx in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ansel, not
No, I
Ansel?
wanna
Taron
say-
Egerton.
Taron
Thank
Egerton.
you.
I want to say I always mix up Ansel Elgort and
And
Taron
Taron
Egerton
Egerton, yeah.
all the time. Even can you imagine Taron Egerton being Baby Driver?
It'd be
I think you do a good job.
Yeah.
I think he would too. They're like twins. Can I get the movie where they're twins, please?
Yeah.
I'd watch that movie if
I'll
they were
allow
like,
it.
dude. No, like real talk, real pitch, like gangster movie, but like suave gangster, right? Like full suits gangster, and they're twins, out for blood.
mob movie.
Oh, they already
Right.
made that.
I know it was with Tom Hardy. And it
Tom
was
Hardy
good.
and Tom Hardy.
I know, and it was good. Have you seen that movie?
No.
It's worth it. It's a really fun movie. They do a really good job with stunt doubles. They have a fight between the two brothers in the movie. It's like 5 minutes and it's wide shots. It's a lot of wide shots and not a lot of inserts and cuts. It's really well done from a filmmaking perspective. If you ever want to study like good fight choreography with good CGI, love it. Did that peak?
No.
I can do it all the time then. I'm gonna annoy everybody. Anyway.
Cut.
I'm going to be cutting so much out of this episode. The movie sucked. It really did. For a lot of reasons. I think it's the same issue that like the new Star Wars trilogy had. Right? Except the new Star Wars trilogy did it on a momentously larger scale.
I think
right?
the difference
And
was
it's-
at least
it's
there was
cashing
the
in on
budget.
nostalgia. That's what they're trying to do. They're cashing in on nostalgia.
But except there's no
Right.
nostalgia for Jack and the Beanstalk.
Right? You heard the story once when you were like 5, and now you don't care about it anymore. Right? Maybe 2 or 3 generations ago, it was more relevant. But today, fuck it.
So you think if they made Jack and the Giant Slayer in like the 60s?
I think if they just made a live-action version of Jack and the Beanstalk, it would have done better. That's what I'm telling you. And it did it like
True.
20 years ago.
You want to know what's I mean, you can always go back to the Jack and the Beanstalk story from Disney's Fun and Fancy Free in the 40s. I showed you guys.
Yeah.
That was their version of Jack and the Beanstalk.
Fucking
Would have been better.
shit.
Wow, what's
What?
up?
195 to 220 million dollars
Was
as
that
the
budget?
budget.
What'd they make?
197.7 million.
So they basically almost broke even on it. Makes sense.
Hooray.
But you're telling me that they spent 195 million dollars.
I'm not surprised.
That?
I imagine a poo ton of that went to the cast, though.
Yeah.
Like Ewan
Yeah.
McGregor and the king whose name escapes
Ian
me.
McShane.
Ian McShane, thank you. Even the like the right-hand man to Ewan McGregor's character is a pretty relevant actor. Obviously the main character whose name escaped me, who is Beast from X-Men First Class from
Nicholas
the bit
Hoult?
earlier. Nicholas Hoult, thank you.
I'm on the Wikipedia.
Right? He's not cheap. Nicholas Holt's not cheap at this point. The only cheap actor is the one who plays the princess, in my opinion. At least in terms of like notoriety, if that makes sense. Because who knows what she got paid? I don't really care. She's just not as present, I guess, in terms of like being a super big famous actor as a lot of the other cast, which is dumb. Can we go back to that? Because we talked about it in the bit very, very nonchalantly. She is the fucking big piece of Jack and the Giant Slayer is that a long, long time ago, the giants came down and tried to murder all the humans and take all their gold and shit. And the king made a crown that somehow magically forced the giants to listen to him and do what
They
he
make
said.
the One Ring.
They make the One Ring.
Yeah.
Which sends the giants back up into the clouds. The princess is like the long descendant of
King Eric.
Yeah.
this king, King Eric.
Spelled
What a great name.
ERICK.
Is it CK?
Yeah.
I think
thought it
it's
was just
CK.
K.
And I'm pretty sure it's CK.
It should have just been K, but that's
Yeah.
beside the point. Because in fantasy, and like long times ago, that's how you spelled it. It was the ERIK. But she's the descendant of the king. She's the first one to go up the beanstalk. She's the first one to meet the giants.
Yep.
She's the one that the giants are after.
Yes.
She's supposed to be the main fucking character
No,
of the
gender
story,
roles.
and she's not.
We
It's
just
so
said
stupid.
it's illegal for a woman to be the hero in 2013. It has to be the white guy.
Well, that's my biggest issue. Why couldn't the white dude have more relevance
Does
as a
he-
fucking
question,
character?
Does he do anything in the entire movie?
kills
he-
a giant.
He kills
two.
one, two. Who's the
He
second?
sticks the knife in the one's back.
Wait,
And
that's
what
the
was
only one I know.
what was
Oh, he
the-
drops the bean in
He
the
drops the
two-headed one.
bean.
The leader of the giants is a two-headed one with two personalities for
He
some
doesn't
reason.
kill either. He doesn't fucking...
He
That's
drops
like-
the bean in his mouth, and the bean does the rest of the work.
That is
Is
the
what happens.
laziest...
He gets lucky, is what happens.
It's so lazy.
They plot device the living hell out of it from him having one more bean that he keeps in this locket that his parents' pictures are in because his parents died when he's a kid because of course he has to have tragic.
Pictures aren't even in there though.
There's pictures in there.
Pictures, yeah.
Really?
It was like a wood carving or
You
something.
can barely
okay.
see them. They don't. It's weird. You'd think there'd be an, because as cliche as this movie is, you'd think there'd be an actual insert shot where he actually looks into the locket and we see the parents in there. But no, you like barely glimpse them as he puts the bean in there for safekeeping.
I felt like I got a better name for the movie if we're just going purely from the Giants' perspective. Me and the boys looking for beans.
Well, see, that's the other piece. The Giants were like 10 times more interesting for
Yeah.
most of the movie.
Bees.
It was weird. They didn't have a king at first when they went up there and met the Giants. They had a general.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's weirdly sophisticated to have a general of your army and not a king.
Yeah.
And it's like a general that they chose.
Well, because isn't the king the person who wears the one ring?
To them, it's a ring.
Because them it's a ring,
Because they can wear it on 2 fingers for some
two
fucking
fingers
reason.
and they smell
Dude,
the fingers.
I'm not going to lie. I understand that it would have looked weird size-wise if they had just had the ring on 1 finger. But dear fuck, I would have been okay with that one stretch.
Yeah.
Put it on 1 finger. I can't imagine putting a ring on 2. Like, I understand fashionably some people, I guess, kind of do that. It would be weird for me to wear a ring on 2 fingers.
Or you're just binding your fingers together. It just makes you very inefficient.
It just makes me want to rip my fingers apart.
Yeah.
Like, it feels weird. I'm trying to do it right now, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. That being said.
Oh, dear God, that's horrible.
Yeah, see?
Right? It's weird.
Yeah.
Like, just, try to hold like, these 2 fingers together for the rest of the
Yeah, audience, put your,
Your
index
pointer
in your middle
yeah.
and just hold them.
And just
try to
hold it like
separate.
that and try to, like, leave it like that.
Oh, it's
And
horrific.
see how long it takes to
Yeah.
know, like, before you're just pissed off that your fingers can't separate.
God, and just everything, like, the armor quality, so bad. Everything's so bad. So
I think
boring.
part of that is we got super spoiled in the later years by like Game of Thrones, and I guess before that even with like Lord of the Rings, you know, and even in The Hobbit, the armor that we get to see is weird, but it's
Oh,
also
see, I feel like-
wait. Can we go back? Sorry.
Yeah.
No, actually, continue your bit, because we forgot a big piece of the bit. Continue.
Okay.
which
We'll
bit?
get back
The
to
bit
that.
from
Oh,
the,
I'll
the
get
bit
to
from
it.
the beginning?
Yeah, I'll get to it.
Jesus.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I think the difference is I think because I think what worked the most with like shows like Witcher, Game of Thrones, and then the Lord of the Rings films that like, hey, they're established on a property.
Okay.
Like they're established like, hey, here's a full world versus you can tell which fantasy like films were purely a script from the beginning.
Which is dumb
where
because
it's
they had
like
source material.
half
They had-
baked, boring worlds. But then you have the best era of that, which were the 80s, that was actually kicked off by the Conan the Barbarian franchise.
You're talking about the Arnold Schwarzenegger one?
Yeah, in the world of the Hyborian Age. That
Have
is
you-
like
have
there
you
were so
seen
many
any of
books
those out of
written on it.
curiosity?
They fucking slap. I actually
Have
want
you
to watch
seen them?
more. Yeah,
You've seen the Arnold Schwarzenegger ones?
yeah, they kick ass. You turn off your brain.
Okay,
you
okay.
chug a beer. You have a great goddamn time. You
Thank
decapitate
you.
a snake. There are titties. It's just so
Okay.
fucking rad.
Okay, thank you for prefacing that with turn your brain off and chug a beer. I was about to be like, are we really about to talk
The
about
difference
this?
is, like, it still looks unique because they actually
No,
went
it's
off the
fun.
writer's original vision of, like, the actual books. They had, like,
Yeah.
a lot of groundwork.
No, it's even the same with fucking Dune, with old Dune.
Yeah.
Is the movie good? No.
No.
But do they actually care about putting in the quality of the like production design and trying to immerse you in this world to a point that you don't just realize it's all fake? Yeah, they try really fucking hard. Like, they go to depths they really didn't need to go to, but they did it. And in Jack the Giant Slayer, all the time we were looking around like, this is supposed to be a rundown city and everything is perfectly
It
clean
looks-
except the people.
Yeah.
It looks like Disneyland.
Yeah, it was weird.
It looks
But
like
at
they
least, like,
went into
Disneyland
the,
had more passion.
Well, no, but
That's
it looks
true.
like they went into Disneyland, like found, I don't know, or like
Like
they
a
went in-
spot
they
and
went
put
into-
up a bunch of green screens
Yeah, they
and
went
said we're
or
going to shoot
they
here.
went into like Harry Potter world land, whatever. What is it
I
called?
think it's called Harry Potter World.
Anyway, they went in there like, okay, everybody clear out. We're gonna film a film here. Are you gonna change the sets it up now?
No.
Not at all. We're just going to throw up some green screens, call it good.
Yeah.
Right? It didn't feel like the effort. This movie, as we looked up, had a budget of about $200 million. And it just doesn't feel like they put the effort in from the writing standpoint, from the character development standpoint, from the production design standpoint, from the costume standpoint. And I don't blame like the costume designer for that.
Yeah.
It seems like it's the studio is what
Yeah.
that kind of trickles down from
was
in movies
Warner
like
Brothers?
this. I don't know. And I'm again, just
Yeah,
for the sake of
Warner Brothers?
potential
It was Warner
future
Brothers.
jobs, we're not saying Warner Brothers is terrible. We're just saying it didn't feel like they gave a shit
Well,
when
Warner
it came
Brothers
to this movie.
basically did Lord of the Rings.
And Harry Potter.
Right, they
Right.
did a lot of really good stuff, but
They
that was
know
because they
how to do it.
right they bought the rights and then handed the actual creative duties and the creation of it to the people that they needed to, right? To the
Yeah.
people who could make it good. And I feel like with this movie, they were more like, just find somebody because fuck it, it'll make money.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't, right? It broke even, if that.
Right.
But that's what the thought process was, right? We're just trying to chug something out. We'll find some actors who are down to just have some fun in some other country doing some fun shit for a while. Why not?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it backfired. And I'm kind of sick of those movies at this point, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, when they're done right, like, you know, the Fast and Furious franchise, for
I
example.
love it.
It's-
I unironically love it.
It's a dumb, wild ride that's so much fun. And the Fast and Furious did it by mistake, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Or you go back and watch the first three. Okay, first two. The third one we don't talk about. Third one's the
Fair.
black sheep. Yeah. But you go
Still
watch,
good.
You watch the first two, and it's a completely different scope of understanding of what the movies are supposed to be. But they're still dumb and fun. It wasn't until the fourth one that they were like, let's just start getting more and more exotic cars and do dumber and dumber shit.
We gotta steal a big safe in you. Would,
Yeah, think about that. 4, we're gonna go underground across the border and
Yeah.
kill people in caves. 5, we're stealing a safe using 2 Dodge Chargers. 6,
3. Wasn't it 3 Dodge Chargers?
2.
I thought it was 3, and then
Only
one
2.
got to. Okay, man.
It was only 2 that were chained to,
Oh,
to the
okay.
safe. They used a bunch of Dodge Charger Hellcats, I think. This is a
didn't
question
I
for
don't know.
Ethan.
I don't know. It
They
doesn't
proved
fucking
feasibly
matter.
there's no
you were
way that a
looking
Hellcat
right
can-
at me when you said that. I'm like, why the fuck would I know that? I'm not the car person.
Right, and then 6, I think, is the airplane one. It's the plane ramp one that goes on forever.
Is that 6?
It's either 6 or 7.
Do you know what I've noticed about each of the films?
And 8's the ice.
What always
Sorry, I
frustrates
didn't
me, so when they started going international, this is now the Fast and Furious special. When they started going international,
We are gonna have a side note. We've talked about this. I don't know if we've said it on air yet, but we're
We
gonna
have.
do a whole special dedicated to all of the Fast and Furious movies because we hated them
and
and,
love-
and thought they were the butt of the joke in the film world. Because in film school they are like they especially a film school that ours like was more centric on independent film and like
Yeah.
the creation and beauty of your vision really frowns upon movies that are about doing big fun idiotic things and making a lot of money doing it.
yeah.
We watched all of them and we love them now.
Yeah.
We absolutely love and totally have a different understanding of that kind of movie, right? Sorry, continue your thought.
No, what I always hate is every time they're in a new city, there's always an attractive person to loudly like say it, like
Except
in
for
the crowd.
that one
This
that
is
it was-
how we do it in Brazil. Welcome
But
to
I
Cuba.
disagree.
Here's the
I
race.
disagree
And
because
then there's
Vin
the one-
Diesel says it in that movie,
You're
and he
right.
says, and I quote, "This is Brazil." And I'm like, "You're white, Vin. Put it down. Put it down."
I'm just imagining like when they do the London one where there's that one girl. Here's how we do it in London. I just want like the crowd to be like, "Oh, we fucking know, cunt. Get the
We
fuck
know
out of
we're
here.
in fucking
We
London."
fucking in London. We live in London. We born in London."
And there's one dude that said, "Oh, is that the bitch from Game of Thrones?"
Well, because first you get this is how we do it in London, and then you get the butt shot.
Oh, there's necessary booty shot in it. No, I don't want to talk about more Fast and Furious stuff
Yeah,
because we have a
let's-
whole special
Okay,
about
so
this.
then let's go back to the bit, right? So
Okay, please hit me with it.
So we Jack, even though it should be the princess, who I think his name is Isabel.
Isabella, yes, it was.
Look at how well this is just a very side. Oh, it doesn't fit all the way. Anyway, sorry. Continue. I put a can in my glass and I thought it would fit perfectly and it didn't.
So
I've been
Isabel
drinking.
should be the main character, right. But
Yes, the princess should totally be the main
Jack
character.
wears the crown. Right?
Yes.
Right.
The crown that tames the
And then
giants.
hang on, right. You still with me?
I'm with you.
Okay, now we
I know where you're
cut
going
to
with
the
this.
shot
I know where
of
you're
the
going
crown,
with this.
and then we bathe it in gold,
Yep.
and then it becomes the fucking crown jewel,
Mm-hmm.
and it's modern day London.
Yeah, so this was the dumbest piece of the entire movie. That's hard to say because there's a lot of really stupid parts in this movie. For some god-awful reason, at the end, this fairy tale does a jump cut. It does basically I guess, montage through time to see where this crown goes. To show you that it really did happen, we go to modern fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
And Stanley Tucci's character, embodied as a child, is just staring at the crown and smiles. And then we get a 25-second zoom out of all of modern day London. What the fuck?
Well, yeah,
Why
and
do
they-
we need that?
And they go back to the giant realm, and I like to imagine. I mean, see, that's what I think would be even funnier is if they just said based on a true story. Wait, what? What?
Right?
It was a documentary the whole time.
I was about to say co-produced by.
It was produced by the Giants. Oh,
I wasn't
shit.
gonna say the Giants. I was gonna. Why can't I remember his name off the top of my head?
What?
Fucking Skull Vodka.
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd co-produced this.
The Giants live in the sky.
There are giants up in the sky.
Oh my god, the minute we say this is an Aykroyd production,
It makes
it
so
all
much
makes
sense.
much more
Suddenly,
sense.
it's an amazing film.
I want to believe that he was a secret producer.
Every time
like
it
an
rains,
executive.
those are actually waterfalls from the Giants' homeland
the Giants' homeland.
in the clouds.
The crown is out there. It controls the Giants. We have to steal it from that museum in London.
You have to understand.
We must find the beans, my boy.
It's all connected to the Crystal Skull.
It's all the crystal skulls. And when they come from Romulak, we must enlist the Giants to help us fight them.
So
There is no heaven. It is only the Giants' realm.
Now quickly, put on your lead helmet. I don't want to do this anymore.
Dan, I don't like where
Dan?
we're going with this.
Dan, there's
It's
a
just-
reason I don't talk to you anymore. Bill, please.
Yeah, it's just Bill Murray. I don't want to be your support line anymore, Dan. I don't like this. Get help.
so
I need your help to get to the Giants, Dan.
I'm on the Wikipedia page for Jack,
this movie?
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yeah.
Jack and the Giant Slayer or Jack and the Beanstalk?
I was gonna say Jack and the Beanstalk bastardized, but I
Which
couldn't think
this,
of them.
this
yeah.
movie, yeah.
But so, there's two things. The screenwriter described the script as a male-oriented story of a boy becoming a man and drew a parallel between Jack and Luke Skywalker.
Get the
in
fuck
Star
out.
Get the
Wars.
Get the
out
fuck
of
out
here.
And then there's a quote by Bryan Singer, who is the director of this movie, who, may I remind you, did Bohemian Rhapsody and the X-Men movies.
He directed Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah.
He directed this?
Yeah.
Talk about a
I
misstep.
should make sure. Hang on. I should make sure that's correct.
Didn't... Oh, that's Robert Singer,
Yeah.
who did Supernatural. That's what that is. For some reason, I thought the dude who did
Yes.
Supernatural did this. I was like, all right, I can... See, when you think about the guy who produced Supernatural, this fucking teen angsty
Yeah.
drama that goes on way too long, making this movie makes a lot more sense.
Right.
Makes so much more sense.
Okay, there's this quote, though, by Bryan Singer.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very traditional fairy tale, probably the most traditional thing I've ever done. But it'll also be a fun twist on the notion of how these fairy tales are told.
Nope.
Fairy tales are often born of socio-political commentary and translated into stories for children. But what if they were based on something real that actually happened? What if we look back at the story that inspired... What if we look back at the story that inspired the story that you read to your kids? That's what this movie's about.
Can confirm. Shit sucks, my guy. I'm sorry.
Shit sucks.
You hit it home with Bohemian Rhapsody. I'll give you that. This ain't it though, Chief.
Just imagine that in the Q&A. Yes, for the reporter in the back, it sucked. What? It sucked.
really sucked.
It was
Got
so
anything
bored.
to say?
I would love that. Like today, there's a Q&A with Singer, and he's like, "Yeah, I'd love to talk about any of my movies." And somebody just raises their hand. Can we talk about Jack the Giant? Like, get him out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. Security, where is he? Get him out of here. Just like giant dudes in suits just
Yeah.
grabbing your muffled screams.
If I
on the
could
way
ever
out.
be a
Just
reporter,
The world will remember you made that movie.
if I could ever be like an interviewer of just like, you know, like when like there are like just those cash grab films.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to have like the actor and the director like passionately talk about it, and I just want to just say like cameras are off. Fucking really, right? Like,
And I
come
imagine
on.
he's got to be like, I know, I don't know why I said yes, but it was
The
too
paycheck.
late. And
The
here
I
we are.
understand.
Right, because I feel like
Okay.
if a movie like this came out today, you know what some of the
Movies
first
like
critics
this
would say?
come out today anyway.
No, I get it, but if like the same structure,
Yeah.
you know what I think one of the first thoughts is? This is borderline misogynistic.
Yeah, true.
Because they literally shove the girl into the... out
Is
of
she
the
the
limelight.
only female in the entire film? No, there's the mother.
There's like random
There's
bystanders.
a few ladies. There's no lady giants. I was really bummed.
There is no other main character that is a woman.
Can you stop it with your lady giant fetish, please?
Oh,
We're
it's
trying to
all over
listen
the
to a
internet. Have you
podcast.
not
The-
seen
the-
what's going on the internet right now?
Right, the only other principal female characters are
The
Jack's
mom.
mother and
the princess's
princess's
mother,
mother. And they are
Queen.
both dead 20 minutes into the film.
Oh, it's
Well,
not
yeah,
even
they
20
also-
minutes,
they
it's like
pulled a-
5 minutes.
Right? 5 minutes. No, because they have that whole convoluted shit with the weird animation at the beginning that tells you the
Yeah.
entirety of what's going on because they have to exposition dump everything because, you know, they're
You know
changing
what I think
the
is
fairy
funny?
tale entirely.
I just realized they, if anything, Zack Snyder stole from them for Dawn of Justice with the dead moms thing.
Right?
Yeah.
Your mom's dead? My mom's dead. Let's be friends.
Yeah, and all I can think is, Jesus, this
Is
Sola.
that how people make friends? In
No.
adulthood?
Wait, in what?
In adulthood?
No!
I mean, I don't know, maybe in like your 50s?
Yeah, right.
It
Like,
could be, it seems more possible.
Your mom's dead? My mom's dead. You want to get a coffee?
yeah.
I don't like it. If that's the life I'm looking forward to, I'm ready to go at like 45, man. Put me out of my misery. We talked about this earlier today. Fill a restaurant grade sink all the way up, drown me in it. Drown me. Scalding hot water, drown me in it.
No, when I'm taking you out, I want you to be surprised.
What?
I want you to be surprised it was me.
Wait, am I going to see it coming?
No.
Am I going to die instantly?
Maybe like a few seconds before.
Do I get to die
Didn't we
instantly?
already
Or is it-
Oh, I was
discuss this?
imagining-
You would rather die a slow, painful death than die instantly?
No, I said I'd rather die instantly. We were both dying instantly. It was just different dying instantly.
Yeah.
You guys got a fucking peg through your head.
We
and I
didn't
was
want to
getting
know. He
vaporized.
wanted to
Oh,
know.
right,
That's the
right.
difference.
It's just the difference of knowing you're gonna die
Yeah.
versus not. We were both dying instantly.
Yeah.
You know, basically.
My sister texted me while listening to that episode. She was like, Jesus, you really got into that. And I was like, yeah, it's
I'm
important.
The problem that people don't understand, specifically non-millennials, is that we're ready to fucking go. Anytime. Anytime. Like a mugger puts a gun to my head, joke's on you. I'm ready to die.
I mean, we're not, though, because you need to pay your part of the rent.
Joke's
Yeah.
on you. I'm ready to die.
No, you
Just, I see like my funeral. You just bill my parents for the rest of the rent.
Hey, yeah. Oh, this really sucks, huh?
It really sucks. That'll be $813.
But yeah, the
on
landlord
first,
won't
please.
compensate, so...
That would suck if this place didn't compensate for that.
I know, right?
If they were like, sorry, still gotta pay the rest of the rent. I know the body's still fresh in the apartment, but
Jesus. Well, I was going to say...
but it's LA, man.
So,
it's blood sucking everywhere.
let's say they're making a new, like, Jack and the Beanstalk-esque. Sorry,
Well, let's
Jack
pick
and
a
the
new fairy
Giant
tale.
Slayer.
Let's pick a new fairy tale to fuck up.
What fairy tale haven't they fucked up?
Oh, that's
Goldilocks, easy peasy.
No, that's just porn.
3 bears.
Country bears.
The Country Bears fixed it.
Can I get Goldie? Did we talk about this? How Goldilocks is just an invasion?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
home invasion.
Goldilocks is a home invasion film.
Wait, okay,
Invasion
I'm just
story.
trying to Oh, well...
We do Three Little Pigs, but very adult version.
Oh, I was just thinking...
Can I do Three Little Pigs as a home invasion movie?
That
That would be a
destroys
really...
the home.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that'd be a really good, like, it's the middle of the night, and it's as a scary movie,
And
and
three
the wolf
pigs
and the
come
wolf
through the
fucking
window.
break. Like, imagine living in your house and something like a monster basically comes along and rips your house apart to eat you.
Yeah, yeah.
No, the best interpretation of any fairy
This is what the
tale-
actual production
Yeah.
meeting was.
It's hoodwinked.
I was gonna say J.J. Villard's Fairy Tales on Adult Swim. Now that shit's fucked, bro.
Nah,
It's
it's hoodwinked.
amazing.
I haven't seen that.
Well, I'm waiting for it to be added, like to another like streaming site somewhere. Cause it's
If it's from
like-
Adult Swim, it'll probably
okay.
be
gonna
HBO
melt your
Max.
face. It's not added yet.
Well, and
So-
if it is added, that's
Yeah.
probably where it'll go.
I can't think of a fairy tale they haven't bastardized.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Shrek,
they did it.
Shrek 4.
Yeah.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Damn it!
Yeah. I heard that one's actually not that bad, though. Like, it's better
But,
than
like-
3. I know that's not saying much, but it's better than Shrek 3. Anyway, Jack the Giant fucking
Well, so-
Slayer.
so-
he also doesn't really, like,
wait,
do much giant fighting. He,
Well, so-
he like,
Runs.
gets the jump on one
Yeah.
and uses a beanstalk to get lucky and get another.
Yeah.
That's it.
But going back to my point, which I still haven't gotten to,
I'm so sorry.
if you were offered a job to work on this film,
100%, not a
you
question.
take it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude, paycheck's
'Cause,
a
like-
paycheck. We have heard from multiple credible sources, who I don't even know if they want to be. We got to meet the first AD for movies like Avengers, Endgame, and Iron Man, and these really big budget,
Big
awesome
budget
things.
Yep.
We got to meet that person, and he said he had just as much fun, if not more fun. He talked about his favorite
Yeah.
movie to work on, and you remember what it was?
Yeah.
Transformers fucking 2. That movie kind of sucked.
Yeah.
It's
Didn't
okay.
suck as bad as this film.
You're right, but it wasn't a great film. But
No.
they got to shut down the fucking pyramids to shoot there.
Yeah.
A prince lent them his personal fleet of Black Hawk helicopters to fly them into set every day.
Yeah.
Imagine what they got to do for this film, right?
It's fucking Britain. I don't know.
I mean, have you ever been to Britain before? I haven't.
I was supposed to.
Britain. We're going to Britain.
Right, like, you know, if from a cruise standpoint, I'm on it. I'm all about it. I don't care what the movie is, man. If I'm getting paid, I'm going to cool exotic places to make movies that, for better or worse, potentially millions of people are going to watch. Sign me the fuck up. I don't care if it's good or bad.
Yeah.
That's not my problem. That's the
true.
studio's problem. I'm getting paid. You make your money. I hope you make it back.
It's true.
But that's not for me to deal with. I hope for one day I'm in a position where that's something I would need to deal with, but you know, that's hoping pretty high.
You know how bad this movie was? It's so bad it was exhausting just to try to remember.
It was. And it was so long.
We watched it yesterday.
It was 2 hours long. It had no business being 2 hours long. We paused it with a half hour left.
And
where
went,
the
"Dear
plot left
Jesus."
off. Yeah, where the plot left off, we're like, I would have been happier if it just ended here. Because then at least it would have been kind of different. Because where it ends is where they get back down and they destroy the Bean Stalk.
Yeah.
And the princess goes back into the castle and doesn't get with Jack. And Jack just moves on about his life initially. And I'm like...
Well, I mean, there's
at least that
4
would have been
seconds of moving on.
Yeah, it's like a minute. But I would have appreciated that a little bit. Of all the things I hate about this movie, if they had really made the point to make that move, I would have appreciated it. I would have been like, at least they were a little realistic and just different.
I think the best way to describe this movie is a decent concept where they made every wrong decision they could.
Yeah, it's weird. They let's take a story that everybody knows and flip it on its head, but also stick to every possible trope of a movie of this nature that we could.
I think at the end I was chanting, "Let it be the princess. It's the princess with the crown. Please let it be the princess."
And of course not.
And it's not the princess. And
it's so dumb because her ancestor's the one who wore the fucking crown. Why doesn't she wear the crown?
This is reverse yesterday. Yesterday was great up until the last 5 minutes. Right?
I was actually just thinking about that movie recently.
Yeah,
I guess the idea of just we release all the Beatles music for free, and then you look at actual Apple records and go, "You guys gonna do the two? Fuck off! Give us $4 million or just fuck off."
Yeah.
It's just kind of ironic to preach, be like, "Music's for everyone." Oh, you're right. So you guys actually gonna release
something for free? No.
Why the fuck would we do that? Because you made a whole movie about your
about
music
how it should
doing
be.
that. Specifically your music. Fuck off, man.
Nah, Beatles don't give a shit. People are out making money like everybody else. They just put it under the guise of having a good message about it, right? It's like, think about it this way. My favorite analogy is, say you have a socialist. And I mean it in the sense of somebody who's all about sharing with everyone, right? Mm-hmm. And they want to get that word out. So they design a t-shirt all about sharing with everybody. Because they want to share it. And then they make millions of dollars doing that. Yeah. And they don't donate a ton of money or anything like that. They just live a lavish life. Is that really socialist? Is that really sharing with everybody? No, because everyone is down to make a profit. I don't care who you are or what your beliefs are or anything. Forget anything. If you're making money, you're happy to have money. It is not a thing really for most people to genuinely come into a lot of money. And yeah, they'll give some away, but they're not going to give enough away that they're going to be back in the spot they were before.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I love you guys. And if I won the lottery, I'd probably donate some to charities. But that's also because I get tax incentives for doing it. And I'd still not donate enough that I wouldn't have to, share apartments. Probably buy you guys a fucking house.
I would
just so you could have your own houses and not have to live with me.
I really appreciate that, actually.
Can I take a smaller house and a car?
No.
Damn it.
Sorry. Car or house? You don't get both.
House.
Fuck yeah.
Give me the car. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
I'm kidding.
I live in my Cybertruck.
Dude, I would buy a Cybertruck just for the novelty of it.
I live in it.
I want to buy a triangle.
And try and smash the glass and say it's not smash proof.
God, I love you, Elon. You fucking meme of a human being. Big Daddy Elon.
Can you purchase a lot of Dogecoin, please?
Yeah, buy all the Dogecoin, Elon.
No.
That doesn't even help, actually. What needs to happen? We're not going to talk about stocks.
If he bought my Dogecoin.
Whatever. All right, I think we're good to start winding down. This movie...
We should have wound down at the 9-minute mark.
Yeah.
That was the peak, to be honest. So would you rather watch this movie again or last week's?
Build a Better Boy.
Build a Better Boy.
No doubt. Build a Better
At
Boy.
least to Build a Better Boy knows it's terrible.
We were consistently entertained throughout, baby.
Yeah, for better
Build
or
a
worse,
Better
we
Boy.
at least enjoyed the ride of that movie. I did not enjoy the ride of this movie.
There was no ride.
No, there was. It was just not one that I liked to be on.
It was across the street.
Yeah, it was.
It was a ride.
It's like getting into your car to cross the street.
This is the It's a Small World After All ride of movies. Prove me wrong.
I was about to say, like, it's a ride to hell, but I'm like, no, because hell is very unpleasant. This was a ride in purgatory, and you can't get off.
Well, see, that's why I call it the It's a Small, Small World After All, because it's very nostalgic, and every time you go to Disney World, you talk about, oh, I should probably go on that. I remember that ride. And then you get on it, and it's fucking boring or terrifying, one or the other.
And a little racist.
Freaked out. A little bit racist, actually.
Racist.
This is the metal slide on the parking lot. Or on the playground.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, on a hot day.
It's really fun to, like... You're like, I'm going to go on the slide, and then you sit down and you immediately burn your skin off.
Or it's like
And you
being
get
an
to the
adult.
bottom, and all you've done
And
is
you
hate
fly
your
off
life.
at ridiculous speeds and
Or
fucking
it's
nail
like,
the gravel or wood chips or whatever it is.
It's like being an adult trying to go on the same monkey bars you were always on as a
Yeah.
kid, and then
You
either you're
just
too
stand
tall
up.
or you're either too tall or you're too out of shape.
Yeah.
So I've had some like tall ones, and I'm just sitting there like as an adult, like I can't do this.
I can't do monkey bars anymore. You
Really?
gotta try. I mean, if I really put in the effort, I can. But all I can think is, why do I want to put in the effort? This isn't fun,
It's going to break my shoulder.
right? It's not fun. Monkey bars as an adult are not fun. If you're doing it for an exercise, that's
If
what
I
I'm
was
saying.
drunk enough, I think they could be fun.
Okay, but that involves
I mean,
intoxication.
I will say...
A lot of things become a lot more fun when you're intoxicated.
Some of
Not taxes.
Some
Those
of my
become worse.
favorite...
I don't know why you would ever want to do taxes
Exactly.
intoxicated.
I will say some of my
This
favorite
fucking episode,
moments
dude.
as like I don't know. As an adult, like some of my favorite like hangout moments have just been chilling with friends on like the swings at a park.
Right, but you're just hanging
Swings
out
will
on
always
the
be
swings.
timeless.
I
will
love
fight.
swings. That's why you see so many like dramas and romantic comedies that still have like adults on swing sets.
It's the best goddamn scene in Castle. Holy fuck.
See, told you. I don't even know that scene, and I was right. You bitch, getting on your phone.
No, I was trying to see if J.J. Villard's Fairy Tales was on a streaming
I'm
service.
just kidding.
Yeah.
I think we are good to wrap this up at this point.
Yep.
Don't see this movie. It's really not worth your time. And
This
we
is
are.
gonna be a short episode.
I don't think so. I think at most we're cutting out 7 minutes of content.
I mean,
That's-
there's
and
a
that's
good
us
10
ranting
minutes
about-
of us arguing.
That's what I'm saying. And that's still a 42-minute episode. And I'm going to cut out the 30-second pitch that Barrett made that was
Yeah.
kind of fucked up. You guys are never going to hear it. Just like you'll never hear my comments on Winona Ryder. Anyway, that's been a great episode.
Wait.
I have been
Just let it run.
I've been your boy JD.
I want to die. I'm Ethan.
I mean, I guess I was also here, Barrett.
We'll see you guys next week.